Hiya Dave, great to meet up with you on the range of the weekend and do some further work on your game. Just a quick recap on the key points covered. Obviously we're working on your pitching game, and the first thing we noticed was a difficulty in controlling both trajectory. Ball was going very high and direction, a lot of shots curving way too much to the right and actually starting well right also. So what we've got to look at is a situation where we've got a face that's very open to the path or open to the arc of the swing. So if we stop you here at P6 at the start of your session, you've got the toe end of the club very much up, and although you've got a flattish left wrist, it's not really flat enough. There's not enough palmar flexion in there, which as a result is producing quite an open club face as you're coming into the ball with too much loft. You can see there as it's coming in, club face too open, too much loft, ball starting way too high and drifting off to the right. That was actually one of your straighter ones during the early part of your session. So what we've worked on is trying to tidy things up a little bit at P6 and onwards, and to do that we've decided that we're going to put that bowed left wrist in place a little bit earlier in the piece. So what you can see here down at the bottom left is the drill that we worked on, where the butt of the club is going to work down and the knuckles working under, and you can see there that's going to produce quite a toe down position. And I'll just play that back for you. So rather than trying to fiddle around and put it in there when the club's moving at speed and we can't police things, we're going to try and work this club back a little bit squarer to the plane. You can see there now, club face squarer to the arc, P1 to P2. And then really we're just trying to maintain that more bold left wrist position. So as you then go, I get out of the way, you go ahead and make your swing. First thing we notice is we can see a little bit more of the club face at that point than we would normally see. We're looking straight down the back of the club on this one. Here we can see the grooves of the face a little bit more. As we then get into delivery, club is just a fraction more toe down. Doesn't need to be a lot more toe down, Dave, but it just needs to be a little bit more toe down than it was. Club starting to square itself up a little bit more at this point of the swing. And then if we look at the height as the hands get level to the belt buckle, difference between the two shots. So you've got the golf ball here and the golf ball here. So you definitely took some loft off that club coming down, and you can see as a result of that, if I just play this back a touch, because we haven't had such an open club face, there's been less need to rotate the club through the hitting area, so a little bit less face rotation through the hitting area. Resulting in a little bit less rolling of the right wrist coming out of the body at exit. So put a little bit of palmar flexion in there and a little bit of bold left wrist in there early, and then keep it there. From face on, the effects this had is it's brought the release point a little bit tighter into the golf ball. So it's tidied things up a touch more at P6, which is something we've been trying to do in your long game as well. Now there's no need to flatten the wrists out as much to square the club up, because it's already square to the arc before we start. And as a result, we've got a little bit more shaft lean than we would normally have at impact. And again, if we look at the effects on the trajectory, ball coming out a little bit lower, still plenty high enough, but the ball certainly coming out a little bit lower than what we would normally achieve with a wedge. So just a lesson really that you might want to consider a little bit, introducing a touch of that into your long game as well, just to help bring that flight down. But it's an understanding of how to affect or how to change the club face and its relationship to your path and subsequent effects on your ball flight. Good luck with it. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch. Well done.